Alrighty. Hello. How's it going? Bear with me just 1 second as I'm finishing up kind of my technical difficulties. You guys are gonna have to let me know how the sound is. G-Man, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. No worries about not being able to stay. Appreciate you coming around, saying hello. I'm doing well. I'm a little bit frazzled because I actually just got home a few minutes ago, a little bit later than I was intending to, and so we set up a stream real quick, and here we are. So I'm doing well. How are you? I'm excited to build some Lego Star Wars sets. We're finally getting to the end of my May 4th backlog of sets. Michaela, hello. How's my sound? Can you guys hear me okay? Is the music too overwhelming? It's very loud in my ears, but I can turn that down for myself if it sounds good for you guys. Just seems... Oh my gosh, Matthew Gerber, thank you for the subscribe. Or subscription. I don't know. How do you say it on YouTube? I'm used to Twitch. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Sounds good? Good sound? Good sound? Sounds good? Good sound? Excellent. So we're going to be building both of these sets today. Really, probably should have been just one set. This one should have come with Captain Enoch in it, and this one should have come with maybe I don't know, this number of troopers is okay. It's just a little pricey, but you know, this is effectively living in the living in the golden, no, not the golden age, but an older age of affordable battle packs. Even this was pricey, so, but compared to the new 327th battle packs, we're not doing great. What does the little crown mean? So the little crown in chat, it's how awesome of a chatter you are. I don't know. It's something that it asked me if I wanted to turn on, and I said yes. It's like how often... Yeah, okay, so it's top fans, is what it's called. And you earn XP, I guess. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I just ate dinner. You earn XP from chatting and engaging with the stream. So, I didn't know it was an XP system until just now I opened it up. At Michaela, you have 75 XP. G-Man has 50 XP. And you get experience from engaging, I guess. So that's kind of fun. So congrats, you are now number one. You've stolen it. You've stolen the crown from G-Man. Which one of these do we want to open first? I feel like we could go either way. We could either open the big one and then do the little one to fill it out with figures, or we could open the little one because it's less engaging, I guess. Not engaging, that's the wrong word. It's less impactful. And then go on to the big one. I think maybe that. What's yours opinion? What's y'all's opinion? He was number one. Nice. Very nice. You want to start with the big one? What if I disagree? Am I allowed? We've got a new background track, by the way. I was using the same clip for the last several streams that I've been doing. I've got my mouse over here for behind the scenes. I've been using the same background music track for the past several times, which is fine, but it keeps popping up with like Ford ads. And I have to like skip the Ford ad and talk over it, which is frustrating. So we're going to try this and hopefully it doesn't pop up any ads and hopefully it doesn't get copyright struck. We'll see. Oh, you just want this one for the Ahsoka figure? You want to open this one up first? Yeah, okay. No. We're going to do the little one first. We're going to work our way up to the big one. We're going to give folks a chance to come in here. But I appreciate your opinion that I promptly ignored. Here's the box. It's very shiny in my light here. Let me focus right on up on that. I really like this background image from Ahsoka Season 2. You got 2 Night Troopers, one with a gray mask, and 2 Zambi Death Troopers. Which is cool, because we haven't had Death Troopers in a really long time since Rogue One. So it's cool to get those again. We'll just blaze through this little guy real quick. Oh, it's been a while since I've opened a battle pack. This is technically called? Yes, Death Trooper and Night Trooper battle pack. Okay, it is legally a battle pack. We're just gonna shift that off to the side here. And we'll put that up in the middle there, and we will just open a bunch of parts here. Technically, Michaela, this is spoilers for you because you have not seen this far in Ahsoka, I don't think. But also that show was not the best necessarily at all times. So, yeah, it's fine. There's zombies. I think you got to the zombies, so you should be fine. Let's open this right on up. I should probably... Nah, never mind. Let's see, are all these heads the same? All these zombie... Ooh, wait, can I put them on this? Yes, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All these zombie heads are indeed all identical, which is fine. It wants us to start with Death Troopers first. Which is cool. Like I said, we haven't had Death Trooper minifigures in a while. It's good to finally get this mold back. And good to for anyone who was kept up with like the Secret Life of Bricks or knows the kind of story behind how Lego molds are done and produced and reproduced, etc. If a Lego mold is not used for 5 years, it is discontinued, which and the mold is deleted, which makes sense, I guess, but is a bummer for specific things like the Death Trooper mold. Could they make it again? Yes, almost certainly. But it does reduce the chances of a figure like the Death Trooper coming back. So, now that we have used it again, let's see, the last time was in 2016. Ooh, so I wonder then if this is a new mold, a newly done mold. Somebody who has the older Rogue One figures is going to have to do a little comparison for me and let me know if this is a new mold. Because I think the last time we got these was in 2016 with Rogue One. One of their first and only appearances. Here we have the... Oh, this is interesting. Are the legs the same? Yes, they are. But this one is actually supposed to, per the instruction manual, go with the gray helmet. Gray helmet. Close enough. Welcome back, Shadow Trooper. The old gray stormtroopers from back in the day. We'll put that back over there. And then this is just kind of one of our normal zombie stormtroopers. It'll be interesting to put these... I have a collection of Imperial minifigures that all live together in a display case. In theory, someday I'm going to be making a Fortress Inquisitorius mock. I'll get to that at some point when I get to it. Where's the other gun for this guy? Here it is. And so I have all my Imperials stationed in a little case together. And so I have a bunch of stormtroopers all sitting next to each other. And then I'm just going to have like some zombie stormtroopers in the background. Like, just don't look at those. Actually, you can stay. Awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Again. Welcome back. I don't know. Thank you for staying, hanging out. We were just talking, G-Man, I know you got some older Lego Star Wars sets. Do you have the Rogue One sets that have the Death Troopers in them? Because I realized it's been more than 10 years, or no, I guess 9 years since that set came out, and I know that they destroy molds after 5. I'm wondering if it's a new mold that's effectively identical, or if it's if they, I don't know, somehow managed to hang on to that mold for a little bit longer. You know, one might say I could have done my research, but that's no fun. No, you don't have it either? Well, we'll have to find someone who does. We're starting with the little battle pack first, just so that we can get all the figures kind of set and ready, and we'll build up to the big boy. Which I'm excited for this one. This is the last of the May 4th sets that I bought and have not built yet. But I'm also a little bit nervous because it's all stickers, and we know how I feel about stickers. Actually, I don't feel any type of way about stickers. Stickers feel a certain type of way about me. There's supposed to be a third snot bracket here somewhere? If only there was a Lego historian to ask. That's so rude. Perhaps a historian of bricks that you could talk to. You watched my Plo Koon video in shorts? Hey! Thank you. What'd you think? I was super proud of how those turned out. A brick historian, if you will. What if I won't, huh? What are you gonna do then? This goes all the way up to this. Black 2x3? Where? I think they're the same mold, just different prints. Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, I think it looks the same, but I know, like, supposedly they destroy their molds if they're not used for 5 years. That's why the oh gosh, what was it? The Stitch? No, it was that they made the mold that had 4 arms, 4 minifigure arms, and they used it for that guy from from Solo, who had the 4 arms. I think he was voiced by what's his name, who is Happy from the MCU. He's also Paz Vizsla. He also directed The Mandalorian. Oh my god, what's his name? Jon Favreau. And then they were going to get rid of that mold, but then when they made the Disney CMF figures, they made the Stitch minifigure, and so they were able to hang on to that arm mold. Anyway, all of this to say that this set, or the Death Troopers from before, came out 10 years ago, 9 years ago, and so I would have thought they would have destroyed the mold, but alas. Jet Black Joe, hello, welcome. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. We're building some old now Lego set. I think this set came out last year. We're just getting to it, but that's okay. See, yeah, the channel is growing. I'm having a really good time doing it. We just hit 180 subscribers, which is wild to me. You know, you always hear, like, whenever YouTubers are like talking about they're like, oh, I never expected that I would grow like this, and you're like, yeah, and then you make a YouTube channel and you're like, yeah, I never would have I don't expect this to go anywhere, and then people seem to enjoy it. So, dude, I just tried to stream and build Legos, but YouTube randomly disabled my live chat. I didn't know that they could disable live chats. They just, like, decided you were done. G-Man, I checked out your Lego channel as well. Those shorts are pretty cool. It's cool to see some of, like, your backlog of older sets of minifigures. That's one thing that I'm very jealous of your collection for. Let's do something fun for 200. I thought about it. I don't know if is 200 like a... I should have done something for 100. Just as, like, a little silly thing to, like, look back on if this ever goes somewhere. I feel like 200 is not as significant. I feel like it's like 100, then like 500, then like 1,000 or whatever, if that ever happens. The video kept going, but chat was disabled and has been since I built the new Star Destroyer. Interesting. Was that in a previous stream, or was that in this, like, did you build the Star Destroyer and then you finished and it just decided it was done? That sucks. I was streaming recently. It was a couple weeks ago now. And for whatever reason, my OBS decided to crash, but it kept the stream going. And it wouldn't let me change out of the scene that I was in, so it wouldn't mute. Like, I couldn't... The OBS was still on, and I couldn't close it. And I couldn't, like, mute myself. I couldn't do anything, and it just, like, went to, like, my going away screen in the middle of it with just, like, my audio in the background, which was cool and fun and agonizing. So... I feel like the video going with no chat is maybe the, you know, best case scenario. I did it today. I retried 3 times to get chat to work. I sent my complaints. That's absolutely brutal. But yeah, if they didn't send any, like, info about it, that sucks. None of that, nothing flagged. Was there any, like, copyright background sound that you used? Maybe, I don't know, maybe the, like, background music was giving you flags or something in the background? Background in the background? Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, G-Man, you got a cool setup. For sure. And you've been going back and, like, collecting older sets, which is the dream. No, music was off. That is brutal. I'm working on a couple of longer form videos that kind of tap into some of my older collections. I had an idea for a video that, like, I might do. Feels kind of crazy, and like production value wise, and I don't know how I'm gonna pull it off. But one that's just like building every single Lego minifigure that I own, like every single one, all 600, 700 of them. And just to see, I don't know, just like as a chance to talk about all those old themes, old figures, the way things have changed. I think it'd be fun. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it. Music from games I use is allowed to be used on YouTube. Oh, from Deltarune. Oh, sure. Huh. Well, I hope you hear back from YouTube about all that. That sounds super frustrating. Reddit suggests marking your stream as no for kid-friendly. Oh, yeah, if you didn't do mine, I think mine's listed as not kid-friendly. So that I can say the swear words that I haven't committed to doing. G-Man, you saw my post? Yeah, you know what's brutal about that post is I left it as a poll, and I gave 4 options. 3 of them now all have votes. So it's a 3-way tie of the 4 options. So I don't know which one I'm going to do. I think the only one that doesn't have any votes is the color palette one. If anyone goes and votes for the color palette, we'll have a 4-way tie, which is brutal. It's always marked. It seems like the being kid-friendly disables the... Oh, being kid-friendly disables the chat by default. So maybe it went in and made your chat kid-friendly without your permission? Completed Rex's ATTE a couple days ago. If you did. No, I didn't see that one. That's awesome. I'm still jealous of that set, especially with the minifigures. I think it would be super cool someday to have one of each of the ATTEs, the 2008, the 2013, the Captain Rex's one, and the 2022 one. Really? This just like goes on the front like this? That's kind of brutal. I checked, it isn't, which is strange, so I sent everything to YouTube help in the feedback. So did you finish, did you finish everything you wanted to? I know you said that you were working on, the Star Destroyer. Did you, like, finish the actual stream bits that you wanted to do, or did it just, like, screw everything up midstream? I got 3 of 6 ATTs. You are well on your way, my friend. And that is very cool. 1, 2, and then on one of these. I do that 4 times. All right. Can do. Unpopular opinion, we need a new Malevolence and a Lucre Hulk Separatist droid command ship, but yes, I finished the build. Interesting. I agree. Yeah, no, for sure. I would say, okay, but a play scale Malevolence, or like the one that they did way back in the day, or like I feel like the Lucre Hulk needs to be a UCS set. Just like a big old thing with like like Newt Gunray and some other Separatist whatevers. Maybe like a Watt Tambor on the side. Who could like be, I don't know, just sitting there. They don't have to be like part of the build. But I feel like for Malevolence, I feel like it's got to be part of the, got to be a play scale. Or you could just do a big nice one. Oh my gosh, chats are coming in. I got to go back through them. Almost got every battle pack goal is to get all of them before the end of the year. Nice. Which ones are you missing? Do you have this one? Because this one's pretty rad. Let's see. I'm fine with either, but Lucre Hulk is UCS for sure. Yeah. Tasty Cakes, hello. How's it going? I found the whole August wave early at Target, but I only bought the One Piece sets because they are fairly priced. That is for sure. We were talking in a stream 2 weeks ago about some of the August sets. They're just crazy. I don't know how they think they're gonna get away with it. I just saw. Do I have my phone on me? No, I'm streaming using my phone. Never mind. I use my phone camera. But I literally saw a post where somebody took a picture of on store shelves the new 327th battle pack sitting next to the just like plain phase 2 battle pack on store shelves, one for $45 and the other one marked down to $25, and they're the exact friggin' same. And just like the two of them sitting next to each other feels like such an insult. I don't know how else to word it. It just feels weird and gross. You already posted about this one? Nice. These I'm guessing get clipped onto here. Probably this way. Also, guys, how are we feeling about this? How are we feeling about this build? I'm feeling. I think the fact that this just like clips on, that's kind of atrocious. I know we've had drop ships like this before. This one's pretty bad. I know that that's kind of been a popular opinion in the Lego Star Wars community since it came out, that this one's not great, but oh boy, howdy, am I kind of feeling it. I mean, I know you get it for the figures, not for the build, but you know, that new battle pack is a must-have though. Build is subpar, but figures are 8 out of 10. Are you talking about the 327th one? Because I kind of agree. I know that there's a rumor going around. We'll see if it comes true, but I think it probably will, because I've seen pictures of it, that there's a bundle coming out that has the MTT and the 327th battle pack all in one for probably under MSRP. If I get either of them, it will be in that bundle. And maybe on sale if I can, but, you know, either way. Oh, this one? But both. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I agree. The figures are 8 out of 10. I love that they have the little gray helmet. I don't even care if it was in the episode. It might have been. I didn't see. I just, you know, it's just like the classic Shadow Trooper. I love that we get Death Troopers in some form again. And I like that they have the, like, gold crackled painting. Good figs, bad build, but almost every battle pack is like that. Yes and no. Some of the battle pack builds are fun. I really liked the Mandalorian TV show battle pack. Excuse me, the one, oh gosh, I guess there's been multiple now. The one I'm talking about, the one that has the multicolored Mandalorians. I thought that build was cool. I thought the like little AV7 cannon that came with the ARC Trooper and ARF Trooper battle pack was cool. And that's about it. So yes, for the most part, you're right. Helmet is in the TV show. Okay, good. I couldn't remember. And then there's this set. This should have had Captain Enoch in it, but I'm glad to be getting a new Thrawn. I think this transparent Night Sister blade piece is super cool. I'm curious to see the Ezra in person. I think I'm not gonna like it. I think the eyes are weird. I think, why does he have blue eyes? He's a normal human being. And then the Ahsoka, gosh, I've got a million of them now, so that's fine. I also think it's cool to get, like, a diorama build like this. Like, I know we have all the hallway sets, and this kind of feels not necessarily like that, but it feels very displayable for something that's clearly intended as a play set. Everyone says the force eyes are... Wait, are they meant to be force eyes? I thought they were just meant to be the fact that he has blue eyes. Because to be fair, the actor does wear, like, strikingly blue contacts in the show. Oh my god. Oh my god. I knew. But gosh, is it a lot to see in person. We'll get there, I'm sure. Yeah, I thought it was just supposed to be that he has blue eyes. And so they gave him blue eyes. But if it's supposed to be force eyes... Four eyes, yeah. If it's supposed to be force eyes... I guess that makes it better, but it for sure does make it look like he's blind. Hopefully you can still hear me talking over the clanking of pieces in bag. Hopefully I'm also not shouting over the clanking of pieces in bag. Oh boy, another brick separator. Just what I've always wanted. I think it's so funny how, like, years of Lego collecting, and I didn't get a brick separator until, like, I don't know, 2020? And then all of a sudden, they're in everything. Can you do custom emotes in YouTube like Twitch? We need no Windex emotes. Oh my god, that was such a disaster last time. For those who weren't there, I was building the ARC 170, and it has those stickers over the cockpit pieces. And somebody recommended using the Windex technique, which I've heard a million places. I'm sure that it's legit enough. But it turned my stickers to goop. And it, like, melted the stickers. And just, like, made the whole process so much worse. So, much respect if you use the Windex technique. I shall not be using the Windex technique. I have my favorite technique, which is the soldering iron, helping hands, and magnifying glass. With added bonus feature, I added batteries. So now we'll be all well lit up. Look at this. Look at that. Oh my god, that's horrifying. That's nightmare fuel right there. I love it. We'll get there when we get there. She's got her 2 lightsabers. And the clear blade, which I'm not a huge fan of for her. I wish they did. I don't know if I can find them. I don't know how you would do it better. But I wish that they were, like, maybe a little bit more frosted, a little bit more white. Because I think this just looks like, I don't know, clear things. My favorite technique, do now, cry later. Exactly. That's how I am. So I just made a whole video about Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter because the Microfighter came out and I built a mock of what it would look like as a play-scale version in 2025. And I have, as part of it, I bring out my 2008 2008 Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter. And as I was, like, working on the video, working on the mock, I was like, dang, why did they put the why did they put some of this like sticker design on backwards? And they didn't. I was just a stupid child, and I put the stickers on completely backwards onto this, like, I don't know, nice old set that I have that, like, is one of the treasured parts of my collection, and I just put the stickers backwards in 2008. So, like, I can't pull them up now. So what do I do? I guess order new stickers, but that is for sure a cry later kind of situation. Oh, where's the other L-shaped bracket of this? Do I have any UCS sets? Unfortunately, I do not. I do not have the money for them at the moment. I'm hoping someday to get the UCS Jango's Starfighter, or Slave 1, or whatever we want to call it. Because Jango Fett is one of my favorite Star Wars characters. So I am hoping to get that, and it's actually shockingly reasonably priced. It's what, only $200 to $300? $300, I think it is. Which for a UCS set, it's not bad at all, especially for one of that size, and it scales well with the Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter. So that would be a pretty sweet UCS buy for me. But the only problem with that is that then they released the Playscale Slave 1 that's coming out in a week. And it matches up with the Boba Fett's play Scale Slave 1 from The Mandalorian, and I have that one, and they're gonna be like identical and the same right next to each other, and oh, that's just so good. Like, totally release a UCS set and a little one, you know, whatever. Do what you want, Lego, with your sales practice, but like, I probably would have saved up for that Jango Fett's one if they hadn't come out with the other one. That's unfortunately handicapping me on that a little bit. Let's see, going back through chats today, overpriced all 2025 stuff and made it smaller and changed the names, and you have the UCS Executor. Very cool. I think the only ones that aren't egregiously overpriced, in my opinion, are the... Oh, you're talking about specifically UCS ones? I don't know. I think the Jango Fett's one is fine. Latest Holy Grail is the dropship and ATOT. That is a pretty sweet Holy Grail. I think if you piece it out, like if you don't care about the minifigures, you could probably piece it out for like a reasonable price. I know that like sealed in box goes for like $1,000. You call that Slave 1. It's the name. Forget that censorship BS. There you go. I'm personally not super bothered by them changing the name of it. The only thing that did bother me, I was like, because at first I was like, wow, sorry, let me rephrase because I'm mincing my words here. I wasn't upset about it because as far as I knew, it had never been called that on screen, or like, you know, like I know it was that in like books and whatever, but it never been called that on screen. And then I found a clip from Clone Wars where Aura Singh, in that arc where like Boba Fett is traveling with the other bounty hunters, she goes like, Boba, start up Slave 1. I'm like, oh, well, there it is. You did say it on screen. So that's a bummer. Like, change it if you want, but change it, you know, like, you got to make it consistent. I appreciate that the way that they're going about it is just by calling it the like a fire spray class gunship, because like that's, you know, technically not wrong. It is that. It just also has a name. But you know, if they gotta change it, they're probably going at it the right way. Well, no, say it. Say you're gonna. I don't know. It is still silly. Because Star Wars already has slaves, so once it's said, it will always be seen in the eyes of the fans. Exactly. I mean, I think it's, you know, it's always going to be seen as that in the eyes of the fans, no matter what. I bet that's why they haven't renamed it. You know, clearly they don't want it to be that, but that's why because you know, if you rename it, then it's everyone's going to hate that. It's like when they decided to give Grogu a name, and everyone's like, yeah, but he's Baby Yoda. Sorry, you don't get to make the rules, Disney. That little guy's ours. And now they're making a whole movie just to prove that his name is Grogu, which is a fine thing. Hoping my chat will be fixed soon. What's the like turnaround on that? Like, how quickly do they normally respond to those kinds of things? You think you're gonna get up and running again tonight? 'Cause that'd be nice. I mean, I appreciate you hanging out with me, but in the meantime, I don't think Disney cares. Yeah, you're probably right. That's the thing about a company like Disney is they'll keep doing their thing. As long as it's making money, I don't think they really care about much of anything. That's very satisfying. I don't do Technic very often, but that's very satisfying. Even more so. We love to see it. That's awesome. And I love that they're using colors in here. You know, they never... Oh, rats. I was supposed to do those all roughly pointing up. Hang on. I know that it doesn't matter. I know that it doesn't matter. But it matters to me. I'm a rule follower. I'm an instructions follower. So that one points that direction. So they have little arrows on the tops of them. That one points that way. That one points that way. This one is supposed to point this way. Will it change? Yes. Does it matter? No. But here we are. Disney is just a cartoon Hollywood. Exactly. And Hollywood will do anything to make money. And if it ever stops making money, they will stop doing it. My holy grails are the 2002 Slave 1, 2007 NTT, and the dropship, and the Slave 1. Yeah. My 3 holy grails, oh gosh. I feel like my 3 holy grails aren't that difficult to get. I just haven't gotten around to them. So one of them is the gunship, the probably the 2008 gunship. I think the 2013 gunship is also good. But I'm a Clone Wars boy, not necessarily an Attack of the Clones boy. And I'm a bigger fan of the Clone Wars style that doesn't have the bubble turrets on the front, but does have the, like, animated graphic on the, like, side door piece. So I think that gunship, 2001 or 2002 Slave 1 is also a good one. That would, yeah, because that, you know, having a Jango Fett Slave 1. It was the only one for so long. But that need has kind of gone down. I would still love to get that original... That 2002 Jango Fett minifigure, though, no matter what, will always be one of my holy grails. I just looked at how much it costs right now, and yikes. I did not realize it was that expensive. So, we'll hold out on that. And then the UCS Venator is awesome. I just don't know where I'd put it. So I'm a little bit limited by space there. Respect, Clone Wars is amazing. Hell yeah, dude. It's probably the best Star Wars. Yeah. Well, I think Andor is probably the best Star Wars, but not for Star Wars. Andor is like the best show that Star Wars has created, but it's good independent of Star Wars. So I actually think it has nothing to do with being Star Wars. Oh, right. This whole next bit is a little side build. I'm saying that you have the 2007 NTT. Oh, gotcha. And the 2002 Slave 1. I've subscribed. I have so much respect for you. Thank you so much, Jet Black Joe. I appreciate it. I'm glad that's what earned your respect. Yeah, for sure. Clone Wars and Andor. Rebels is also up there. I mean, all the movies are good. Don't get me wrong. And I know that this is a little bit of a hot take, but for some reason, the movies were never my Star Wars necessarily. Revenge of the Sith is good. And I guess I watched the prequels as a kid more than the original trilogy. I did watch the original trilogy, but the Clone Wars, I just like TV shows more than I like movies. I have a teeny-weeny attention span. So watching things, truly, like watching things that go on for a really long time is required for me to like it. Like I have to have watched it for a while. So all of the TV shows are the bomb. Let's see, I was saying they have the 2007 NTT and the 2002 one. And the dropship is my last one. Heck yeah, dude. Are you going for that whole, like, 2008 lineup? Because that... Oh, what a time in LEGO Star Wars history that was. If it makes you feel better, I will drop humor and judge the minifigures for you. Hell yeah. Go for it. 1 and 2. I'm going to place these on the set, I think. Oh, I didn't see this other ingot piece down here. And then I'm going to put the stickers on top of it. Personally, I think the animated shows have a better track record. I think you're probably right. Again, my exception being Andor, but that... I only give that exception because it's a phenomenal show, and it does exist basically outside of Star Wars. I think that Obi-Wan was okay. Ahsoka was okay. Oh no, is this hopefully not an ad? No, it's not. Okay, good. What other... the Acolyte was okay. I think that I enjoyed the Mandalorian's good, but not consistently. I think I enjoyed... The Mandalorian is probably objectively the best live-action Star Wars TV show. Besides Andor. We'll just leave that out. I think that I probably enjoyed Ahsoka the least. At first, I really liked it because it felt like Rebels Season 5. But gosh, I don't know what Dave Filoni was up to at that point. But gosh, he needs to learn how to direct actors. Because I know Rosario Dawson can act better than that. I've seen it. I need my magnifying glass. Oh, Skeleton Crew. I forgot about Skeleton Crew. Where did that sticker go? Oh, I attached it. There it is. Skeleton Crew was good. Skeleton Crew was so good that my non-particularly Star Wars loving... Well, no, my fiance loves Star Wars. But she hasn't been, like, interested in any of the shows recently. And so I was watching Skeleton Crew, and she pretended to not be watching it so that she didn't like have to deal with like the commitment of watching a TV show like that. And she just like watched. She was like, well, if it's on, like I'm not gonna look away. But that show was fun. Hey, don't expose me exactly. I think I liked The Acolyte more than most people. I think that the actor who played, I don't remember his name now, but the wise older Jedi who was Osha's master, I think he carried and Kimir carried so much of that show. Gosh, those stickers are fine, but like I'll cry later. That's what it is. So yes, I liked The Acolyte more than most, but still, it was only okay. Like when it got canceled, I was like, I feel like a lot of people dislike that show for reasons that I don't appreciate. But am I sad that it's not getting another season? Whatever. Let's see. Hey, Element P, how's it going? What set are we building? We are building this set right here. We're building Ahsoka's duel on Peridia. We already built this Night Trooper and Death Trooper battle pack here to kind of round it out, to put the two together. We've got our Ahsoka figure, and we're cruising with some stickers that make me so sad. I never used to be somebody who like hated on Lego Star Wars stickers. It's like I get it, like they're fun for kids, I guess. I did put them in the wrong spot, which is silly of me. And then building stuff on stream like this has made me so sad about stickers because I've had so many mishaps now that like I'm mad about stickers again. I've come full circle. Now I'm a real Lego Star Wars fan, and I get mad about stickers on the internet. Oh well, whatever. I know that there are people who make, by the way, versions of these pieces that like are not stickers. People make pad printed versions of these. That just and I there's a part of me that wants to get them because I want my set to look nice, you know. But also I'm like I don't know that I care that much. And like I said in one of my long form videos, part of collecting Lego Star Wars like this is the imperfection and like looking at the ways that it's grown. So, you know, you get a minifigure and it's like, that one's kind of garbage, but look at it compared to the previous version, look at it compared to the next version, like it's improving. So I stick with these, but gosh, do they drive me a little bit nuts. Thank you all for all the little reaction emojis. Those are adorable. You're building the Daily Bugle. It's fun. Ooh, have you seen... I don't know if you're just a Lego Marvel person or if you're also into the other Lego superheroes, but have you seen the new Arkham Asylum modular building? Also, are you building the modular big Daily Bugle or the new one? I am so excited. Your Star Wars too? Very, very nice. Well, I should hope so. I'm glad you're here. You're building the big one? Oh, I'm so jealous. I love that. I love that big one, and I really want to get that, and I really want to get the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I want to put them together in a Lego City. Not that I'm like a big Lego City guy, unfortunately, because I live in an apartment. And frankly, I don't have a space to for it. But I have one of the Lego Ninjago City sets, because Ninjago is my main thing besides Star Wars. And I love that those Ninjago sets are all modular and fit with Lego City. So getting those, I was like, what other cool modulars can I integrate? And there's a lot of good superhero ones. G-Man, thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it, as always. I appreciate chatting about collection stuff with you, and I hope you get your white whales maybe before we talk next. I need them to make a Fantastic Four tower. Oh, for sure. I think it's weird how few sets they are making right now to correspond with current, like, superhero movies. I don't know if any of you have seen the new Superman movie. Why are there no Superman sets? And there's only one Fantastic Four set? Are you kidding me? Those are like the two biggest movies of the summer, and we're getting how many Jurassic World sets? Come on now. I do Ninjago as my main. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Ninjago is my main as well. I wish I had a different setup. I could show you. I have over there, I have a display shelf that has it has a bunch of my 2011 original Ninjago sets. It has Ninjago City. I've got all the comics, all the like building what are they? Building takes. I've got the Dragonstone Shrine up there. I've got the Overlord Dragon, who's like terrorizing over Ninjago City. The OG Golden Dragon, nice. I don't have the OG Golden Dragon, but I have the OG Temple of Light, which is the other set that came with that Golden Lloyd minifigure, which IMHO is better than the Legacy one. I wonder if I could show. Hang on, I'm gonna go to my BRB screen just for 2 seconds, just so I can move my camera, so I can show you my my minifigures, because I think they're really cool. So bear with me for just 1 second. Okay, so this is my Ninjago minifigure setup. You can see my hexagon lights in the background here. But this is all the minifigures. I'm still working on collecting them. Starting with 2011 Golden Weapons Kai, going all the way up through, what you can't see on the end there. That is Legacy Kai up there, and then Minecraft Kai there. So Legacy goes down this row here. It's all the 2011s, DX, Kendo, ZX, NRGs, which I don't have all of them. The golden, oops, gone out of focus here. Final battles, rebooted, stone armor, golden armor, the tournament, jungle, possession, I don't have many of them, air jitsu, skybound, Day of the Departed, Hands of Time, white Woo Crew, black Woo Crew, of which I don't think I have any, movie, Sons of Garmadon, Spinjitzu Master, Hunted, Dragon Master, Legacy. And then specialized. So I've got like Future Nia there, Techno Zane, Legacy Golden Lloyd up there. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my BRB so I can put this phone down. Okay, I'm back. You guys have to bear with me as I use my phone as my streaming camera. So, there we go. Oh, that's backwards, isn't it? Shoop, shoop. There we go. Fixed it. Nope, I didn't. Oh, that's just mirroring. Tee-hee. Shoop, shoop. Fixed it. Okie dokie doke. My friend has all the... Sorry, going back to chats. My friend has all the J figs. That's awesome. And you have almost all the Kai figs. I'm working on getting both of those. Rar, kill me. He's still dealing with some big feelings about your... Sorry, I don't mean to make that sound condescending. But dealing with the YouTube support, because that sucks. Who's your favorite in Ninjago? Favorite character or favorite minifigure? Favorite character, I'm probably going to have to go my boy Jay. Or Garmadon. Garmadon is awesome. Zane, always. That is also a good opinion. It's Ninjago. All opinions are good opinions. That's my boy. Elemental, I'm assuming your favorite is Kai. Oh no, yours is J2. Nice. Electric Boogaloo. Hey, Rex Bricks, welcome. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday, dude. Aw, man, did you get any Lego for your birthday? That's always the best. Everybody say happy birthday to Rex Bricks over here. Thank you for coming by on your birthday. We appreciate it. We're building this set. The Lego Star Wars Ahsoka's Duel on Peridia. We already have the Night Trooper and Death Trooper battle pack over here. My aunt got me a misprinted Commander Greed. Dude, that's awesome. I'm jealous about that. Misprints are super cool. Your aunt must know a lot about Lego Star Wars too. If she's getting you, if she knows to get you misprints, that's super cool. Kevin, how's it going? Yeah. Happy birthday. That is a sweet birthday gift, dude. She likes Lego Star Wars a lot more than my parents do. Yeah, that's the way. Aunts, I feel like aunts, grandparents, always the best when it comes to that kind of thing. My dad loves Lego Star Wars. He has the Razor Crest. Ooh, the big UCS one. G-Man's gone, but that, we were talking about what's one of my white whales. That's not really a white whale because I guess it's pretty readily available still. That's one of them. Dude, like having a UCS set that's minifigure scale, that's rad as heck. Mom and Dad got me bed sheets. Nice. Hey, were they Lego Star Wars bed sheets? Because that's something I would have eaten up when I was a kid. Actually, I think I had... No, I didn't have Lego Star Wars bed sheets. You know what I did have, though? I had a Lego Star Wars t-shirt that had all of the characters from... Excuse me. All the characters from the complete saga, specifically. Just, like, laid out across the front. And that was a rad shirt. I have a bunch of pictures of, like, me as a, as a child, like... in the woods, like holding frogs and wearing my radical Lego Star Wars t-shirt. UCS, yeah. He found the Sandcrawler, but he did not buy it. Alas. It's gonna have to be a next time purchase. Well, tell him to what's the word I'm looking for? Work together, I guess, with Rex's aunt, and they'll get you the Sandcrawler for your birthday. Oh, you got it when it came out? That's sick. That's probably the best time to get it. I love the idea of UCS sets also being minifigure scale. Because, like, obviously, I'm a big sucker. Like, UCS sets are awesome, but when you have something as big as the Venator, I kind of think that the MIDI scale ones do a better job of like representing those ships. I mean, sure, you can hang it up on your wall, but like I'm big into like dioramas and shit. Some of my earliest YouTube stuff was I was working on a Clone Wars diorama. Am I touching this right? Yeah, I was working on a giant like Clone Wars battle scene diorama kind of thing, and so I love stuff to be minifigure scale. I love being able to incorporate minifigures into it. So having just like a UCS Venator is like cool, but I don't know. I want to be able to put my minifigures in it. So anyway, my aunt said there was a small part of my gift and the rest was coming on Thursday. She spoils me a lot. Aw, that's so sweet. Your aunt sounds awesome, dude. So that means you have more coming on Thursday. That's exciting. You get misprints of all the other commanders. You get that like shadowless misprint of Commander Fox. Ahsoka really does not want to sit properly, does she? She, like me, has ADHD, so we'll sit her over there. Did you hear about the new Star Destroyer $1,000? I did. I heard that it was not a Star Destroyer. I heard that it was the Death Star. But I did hear about it. And I saw some of the minifigure leaks that came out this morning about it. They look okay. Some of it's very cool. I love that we're getting like there's one of the Emperor's like purple advisors or whatnot. That's sick. And like a hot tub, there's a hot tub stormtrooper, also sick. I'm a like I said, like a Star Wars complete saga boy. Did I miss a brick put down? I feel like I did. Yep, totally. I totally missed this step. That's fine. And this step. I think I skipped both of these. Nope, I didn't. Okay, I'm thriving. I will sadly never be able to afford the Death Star. I also will not be able to afford the Death Star. Like I was saying before, I don't even have any UCS sets yet. Okay. Hair right there. That's cool. But it's cool to look at. Look at and not touch. But anyway, most of the minifigures in it, I'm kind of bummed about because none of them have... Hey, Rex, thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it. Sorry, that threw me off my rhythm with appreciation. Yeah, most of the minifigures in it don't have leg printing or arm printing or dual molded legs or any of the things that make minifigures feel premium. Because, like, well, I don't know why, but just like, it's $1,000, dude, and you're not going to put in any leg dual molding. You're not going to put in any arm printing. You're not going to put in, like, the dual molded Imperial legs with the black boots already exist. Like, what? Why not put it in? That's agonizing. What's your favorite area? Mine is Clone Wars. Area, you mean like area in like the sky, like piece of media? Why did I not show my sub? I subbed like 3 minutes ago. I don't know. You know what? It's actually been really buggy. The like little notification thing. It showed up once earlier, which is the first time it's ever shown up on a stream. No, second time it's ever shown up on a stream, and I know I've had other people subscribe. So I don't know. But I'm sorry. Big shout out to you. I appreciate it. What are your thoughts on the 1999 Alderbedo? Where you mean like, oh no, the sticker went down. You mean the one that's like a minifigure head on top of like some brick built stuff? I think it is cute, I guess. I think, listen, I was talking earlier about Lego Star Wars improving, right? So like, it's cool to see how much they improved. But what a strange choice that was. Especially when they came out with I think it was the 2011 molded one. Like, what happened? Why did they make the original look like that? But in the spirit of collecting, sick as hell. You got two of them. That's sick as hell, sick as hell. I love it. Oh, I kind of know where I am in this. So these are the two spinny bits, and these are going to have the sticky uppy bits. And these both... Oh, we're having a visitor. We're having a kitten visitor. Meowthra has decided to terrorize us once again. Hi, little man. This is Gotham. For those of you who have not met him before, I have two black cats. And Gotham has a little white patch on his chest, which you can't see because all you can see is his butt. And so he's got big old ears and a big white patch on his chest. So we called him Gotham. Unfortunately, he is... Well, I guess we're just going to take a cat break, so that's fine. I have a crippling Lego addiction. Oh, man, me too. It's a problem. My fiance, I love her to death, and she puts up with so much just like Lego around the house. God, I appreciate her. That's could be crazy. If you were to get one set to make it into a UCS and you get it for free, what would it be? Does it have to be Star Wars? I guess so, because UCS is only Star Wars, technically. I'll answer differently if it's not just Star Wars. Whoever mentioned the Lucre Hulk earlier in the stream, that's a good one. UCS Venator, but it's minifigure scale. Do it. Lego Star Wars, you cowards. Oh man, I gotta put round stickers down? Curved stickers? Boo. Okay, let's do it. Okay, if it doesn't have to be Star Wars, UCS Destiny's Bounty. I'm also a big Doctor Who fan. I just made a video recently about the the Doctor Who long form video about the Doctor Who Lego set that came out, the Ideas one, UCS Lego TARDIS. That has like a bunch of the different consoles, has a bunch of the different minifigures, all the different doctors. That's my nerdy answer. No, about which one? Let's see. What other ones do I like? I turned 14 today. First off, congratulations. 14 is a heck of an age. And since I don't have an adult job, I don't get adult money, which means I work all summer for one Lego set. I was saving for that MTT before it even had pictures released. Nice, dude. That is a pretty sweet set. Oh, I feel bad for you. I know how expensive it is, and I bet if you've been saving up for it, I can only imagine what that feels like. Oh my god, that looks terrible, doesn't it? Oh my god. Hang on, I'll get back to you in a second. No, wait, that's not my placement. Hang on, look at this. Sorry, put a pin in this. Look at how this one is printed in not even the middle, but on like the lower part of the piece of the sticker. And this one, the yellow line, sorry, my mic's not in my face. And this one, the yellow line is on the top part of the sticker. So actually, you'll notice, actually, that I've lined up those stickers almost perfectly, and yet the yellow lines don't match. I wonder if it's the way that they're like zigzagged like this. No, both of those look pretty set. You know what? Maybe I'll end up swapping them around, but that's, oh my god, that's abysmal. Stickers. Anyway, sorry, going back to chats. Just turned 14. Yay. Yeah, I hope you're feeling okay about the price of the MTT. Like, I can't imagine like being a Lego Star Wars fan right now. When I got into it, I was a kid too. Well, much younger than you are now at 14. I got into it when I was like 8 years old, and I remember like saving up for battle packs and stuff. And Lego's always been expensive, but the way that they've been overpricing things recently, I think that it's pricing younger people out of the hobby. And I think that that's the biggest crying shame about Lego right now, is that folks who are 14, folks who don't have an adult job, who aren't, you know, even folks who do have an adult job, like I have an adult job. I am an adult, and I buy Lego sets because I love them, and part of it is I get to do this stuff with you guys. Certainly, I'm not making any money off of these streams. I just love doing it, so I buy them for this. But the fact that they're making it like this is, don't get me wrong, I love Lego. I do. It doesn't say it on here. Where's the box? This set is 8+, right? I know I'm going on a bit of a rant here, but this set is 8+. What parent who has an 8-year-old can afford this? Can afford to be buying a bunch of these? You know, like, if you've got a child like that, if you got a child who's 8, they have so many needs, so many other things that are going on in this day and age, and you're gonna charge whatever. I don't even remember how much this was because I bought it a while ago, but you know, they just keep getting more expensive, and so does everything else, and you know, that sucks. So all of this to say, Rex, man, like, mad props to you, and I hope that I hope that MTT is everything that you want it to be, because for that cost, it absolutely should be. Sorry, going back to Daisy Cakes, I bought this set for minifigures and might not build a DBH tons of stickers. I would not begrudge you for that. I was talking earlier about oh, hang on. Oh my gosh, hang on. I'll get to that in a sec. I was talking earlier about I know that there are companies who make printed versions of these pieces. I've never considered buying one before this set, because like I've talked about, like, I think it's about the imperfections of it, and I think like that's part of like collecting as a hobby, is like, you know, dealing with it. And so that's one thing, but this is like, this looks bad. And I know that the color matching is off, and I know that pisses off a lot of people. That doesn't bug me as much, the color matching from like this gray to this gray. I don't know if you can see it in person, but yeah, stickers bad in this case. Stickers can be fun. It can be. They truly can be. The kid's toy. It's an expensive kid's toy, but whatever. Going back again, I would do Element P. I would do a UCS Monastery of Spinjitzu. Totally agree. You should check out. I have a long form video after the stream. You should go check out. I have the store display that has the Monastery of Spinjitzu in it, and it's up on like in the acrylic case with all the lights and everything. It's up on like this printed mountain. God, it looks so cool. I would love a full like minifigure scale Monastery of Spinjitzu. Ducky, I'm sorry I didn't get to you earlier. What's up, my man? Welcome in. We're building. We're building Ahsoka's Duel on Peridia. Appreciate you coming in. Star Wars fan, thank you for the sub. I really appreciate that. You just got this Lego set. Nice. I also I got this Lego set back on May 4th, and I'm still working my way through my backlog there. I got distracted for a little bit building a mock of the Plo Koon Starfighter if it were a plate scale set, which you should go check out at some point if you're interested. I just actually uploaded those instructions to Rubricable, so that's was pretty exciting. It was my first time uploading a mock. But yeah, we're going through our May 4th backlog here. We're cruising through. We built a little battle pack over here so that we can flesh this out with minifigures, which should be cool. Tasty Kiss, I don't usually mind stickers, but this one is just not it, man. I totally agree. This one and the other one that killed it for me was the ARC 170. Those stickers on those cockpit pieces. I was talking about it earlier. I tried to use, somebody recommended using the Windex technique to try to get your stickers just right, and it turned my stickers to goo. And my stickers like melted and like peeled, and it was just, it was abysmal. And I'm like, totally, I know people love the Windex technique, but oh my gosh, I'm never doing it again. Stickers are a pain if you get Luke's X-Wing mech. I have been considering getting the Luke's X-Wing mech because I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a little a secret technique where you can get the minifigure from Luke's X-Wing mech and then buy the keychain of Luke's X-Wing, and it has the legs on it from the UCS one. Y'all might know about this already. This might not be news, but you can take the legs off of the keychain one, put them on the X-Wing mech set, and you can make a UCS Luke's X-Wing figure, which I think is hilarious. And what a silly way to like get a cool minifigure like that. Do you think I should see Andor? My dad wants to. That depends. I don't know how old you are. It's kind of a mature show, but I think it is the best Star Wars content that has ever come out. I think it beats out the movies. I think it beats out the Clone Wars. I think it beats out Rebels. I think it's so smart. It like transcends Star Wars. You're 13, then yeah, I think you could totally handle it. Especially if you're like taking history classes right now. If you're in school and you're learning world history, U.S. history, like there's so much about the rise of fascism and like governments and how they control people with fear. I don't want to get into it too much because people are talking a lot about different things on the internet right now. But Andor is, if you just think about it from a historical point of view, Andor is top freaking notch. Is orange a vegetable, Rex Brick? No. Orange is a color. And how dare you? Did I hear about the ARC 170 windshield update? I did. They're going over from the trans black windshield pieces to trans clear windshield pieces. I'm guessing that's to do with the stickers. Am I right? Like, does it change the way that the white printing on the stickers lines up with the white like color of the plastic? Because that would make sense. That being said, I like the trans black ones. I think that it does a really good job of like feeling like it's part of the set. And oh gosh, excuse me. I just ate some Chinese food before this, so I'm like burping up a storm in here. You guys are gonna have to forgive me. So I think that it's probably a good move. That being said, I like the trans black ones. I'm glad that I have the trans black ones, and someday when it becomes a super valuable variant, I will have the older, cooler one. So there. Lego prices are getting insane at this point. If I had to sell off a few of my Lego sets just to be able to afford... You had to sell off a few of the Lego sets just to be able to afford the MTT in time? Oh, dude, that sucks. Well, keep in mind, I mean, if you've already sold them, I totally get that. But keep in mind, you don't have to get Lego sets on the day that they release. That MTT will be on store shelves for like 2 years. And I know that you're going to have to, deal with the FOMO of not having it day one. But look at me. I'm building this set. When did this set come out? This has in the front of it 25th anniversary stuff. So this, I just built last week. I just built the Tantive 4 hallway that has the ARC Trooper 5s in it. For all my Clone Wars folks out there. That set came out ages ago. So, you don't have to remember, you don't have to buy them when they first come out. What is the one set that you wish you got but did not? Oh my god, there's so many of them. Because around 2013, I was just about an age when I thought Lego wasn't cool. And I was in high school and I was all edgy. And I was like, oh yeah, kids, just like a kid's toy. I'm just gonna leave all my Lego sets like in the bin and not worry about it. And so I missed out on so many like amazing sets. I feel like 2013 was second only to 2008 and 9 for like peak Lego Star Wars years, especially for Clone Wars fans. So 2013, let's say the Phantom 2 that had, I know that's the one that has Thrawn in it, and that's what everybody salivates over. This little guy here, but the older version. And totally valid. But also the Blind Kanan minifigure. Ugh, so good, and I missed out on it, and now I'm gonna have to buy it someday off Bricklink. But also there's new sets coming out, and I'm just buying these, and they're so expensive. So yes, I wish I got that. I also wish that I got I believe it was also 2013, the Coruscant police ship. That was such a cool looking set. It kind of has the same vibes as this, but oops, I'm losing figures. These figures don't sit on here very well, Dad. They didn't do that. But that was a super cool set. Gosh, they're all just falling off. It's almost like this battle pack build is not as good as I wanted it to be. Oh well. $45 for a battle pack with 264 bricks. No, dude, for sure. And I saw a picture of, I think I talked about it earlier, so stop me if I'm repeating myself, but I saw a picture of it earlier today, sitting sitting on a store shelf next to the last battle pack, the one with the shiny phase 2 clones and the super battle droids and the Coruscant Guard clone troopers. And I saw it sitting on next store shelves, and that's literally marked down to $25, sitting next to a $45 battle pack. That's insane, dude. I mean, I get like inflation for sure, and like, you gotta keep up with that kind of thing, and they'll charge whatever they can. As I don't know if you guys ever watched Jang Bricks on YouTube, but he always talks about like Lego is and always has been a luxury European toy. Like Lego always has been expensive, and totally I get that, but come on. Hoarder 66, welcome on in. The scene where Kanan gets his vision back as he pushes their ship away, chef's kiss. I totally agree. We were talking earlier about like peak Star Wars. Rebels season 4. Rebels season 4 is, in my opinion, one of the best depictions of grief in a children's medium. The way that it deals with grief, the way that it deals with like Hera and her Kalikori and all the like the family stuff, like she's dealing with all that family like trauma and such, and them all dealing with Kanan's death as like the death of a family member. The way that they handle his spirituality in Star Wars is not something that often gets touched on, because like the Force is magic, sure, but it's also like a religion, and it's a way to connect with your ancestors, and it's everything about that is just gorgeous. Rebels season 4, incredible. That scene where he gets his vision and he pushes it back. Oh, spoilers, I guess, for Rebels season 4. Oops. Don't worry about it. Going back through things. I got the sets that I got rid of were sets that were just sitting in the back of my room collecting dust, or my duplicates my friends offered me at almost retail price, and I just couldn't refuse. You know what? Fair enough then. If you're selling off sets that you don't especially love, a $20 Fortnite set, one of my friends offered me $19. Nice. That is not much of a discount, but isn't that set still on store shelves though? I think you could go get that for $20. Well, if you already had it though, doesn't matter. Whatever. I'm not here to tell you how to do things, but dude, did you hear that Lego made 7 or 5 new Lego Star Wars sets for the Wait, what? Made 7 or 5 new Star Wars sets, Lego sets, for the 25th anniversary of Star Wars. Like, that didn't get released? Oh, wait, hang on. This was the 25th anniversary of Lego Star Wars. Are you saying that there's more 25th anniversary sets that we don't know about? I need that one. My favorite clone trooper type is Shock Troopers. What is yours? Oh, gosh. I have all of them that have come out since 2022. I have them on a big case. Unfortunately, you missed it last week when I built, or last stream, when I built the 5s, or the Boarding the Tantive 4, which is the ARC Trooper 5s battle pack. I rearranged my Clone Trooper display case. And actually, I bought a new one just recently that has more space in it because the Clone Trooper collection is just growing. So to answer your question, what is your favorite clone type? 501st is a basic answer here. Well, I'm going to start by saying 501st with the caveat that I like the 501st because of the history of it. For those of you who don't know, the 501st Legion was a thing that was... It's a legion of cosplayers that were really big in the Star Wars community, and they were working on doing a lot of charity work. This was before the Clone Wars came along. And so they were doing a lot of charity work, and they were super big in the community for being Star Wars cosplayers and Star Wars fans. So then when they were working on, I don't know if it was the prequels or the Clone Wars, and they decided that the blue ones were going to be the 501st to honor all of the love and support that came out of the community through the 501st group. So I think that that's really cool. Also Wolf Troopers, to give a regular answer. I think Wolf Troopers are cool. No, wait, sorry. 91st Recon Corps. Those are my favorite for 2 reasons. One, I had the OG Clone Walker set from 2005, which has a 91st Recon clone in it, and I love that figure. Also, when I was playing a lot of Battlefront 2, the more recent one, my build in that was a 91st Recon Phase 1 clone heavy gunner. And when I built my Clone Wars diorama mock, I included him in it, specifically as a reference to my Battlefront character. So, do you think that the Hoth Trench and the build for the Mandalorian Fang Fighter was a good trade for the 1999 Gungan sub? I got the Gungan sub. Yes. Which Hoth Trench? Was it the more recent one or the older one? I mean, either way, that's a fine set. The Fang Fighter, I also have that set. It's the one that came with the TIE Advanced. I truly bought it for the TIE Advanced. And I put... The Fang Fighter was a good build, super sturdy. But I put it in storage because I don't really care a lot about it. So just trading away the Fang Fighter, good trade. And the 1999 Gungan sub, that's super cool. I am longing to get more classic Star Wars sets like that. I just recently got the 1999 Jedi Defense 1, which is the one with yellow-skinned Obi-Wan Kenobi and the 2 droidicas. That's such a cool set, and I love just like having old Lego Star Wars like that. I mean, that's, you know, the channels of the Brickstorian. We love history, Lego history, Brickstory, if you will. So I love that. Bro said the 501st has lore, but the Wolfpack. Wolfpack's cool, man. What can I say? Have you seen Wolf? He's got a little scar. Scars are cool. Do you think that the Bad Batch is a good or bad show? That's a complicated one. I think that overall it is quite good. I think that it wasted its potential to tell more interesting stories. Like, I think the concept is really good, and I think the characters are good. But I don't always think that they executed it to the best of their ability. And I think there's a death that happens in the last season that didn't hit me especially hard, but I know it hit a lot of people. There's a betrayal that I saw coming a mile away. And the ending's very cool. The fact that it, the stuff that it did with the T1 Stormtroopers was cool. It like canonized an older like Stormtrooper model. And it also canonized the Oh god, one of the guys from Republic Commandos, the old video game. They canonized him in the Clone Wars art style, so that was very cool. And it was cool to continue the Clone Wars art style. So that was awesome. But overall, I think it could have done more. It went on for a really long time, and it was right when The Mandalorian was airing, and it's like, okay, cool, another show that's just like a grumpy older guy and his like little potentially force sensitive like child that he's looking after. Like, okay, we're really just doing this again, but whatever. You have the OG Garmadon from Ninjago misprint. I didn't know that there was a misprint from that. What's misprinted on it? Because I want one. Rex has the 1999 Anakin's Pod Racer, 1999 Gungan sub, and the 2000 MTT. Be careful with that 2000 MTT, dude. That's a super breakable, brittle set. It's super good, super cool, super rad. Just be careful with that those brown pieces. I don't want them to break on you. The face is misprinted. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look into that. Is it a common misprint, or is yours just like a unique one? That's awesome. It's lower than it should be. Gotcha. Ninjago is my one true love. Not one true love, but it's my jam. Are you all caught up on the show at the moment? As what is out so far, I suppose. Because I've been seeing a bunch of the like trailers and such from San Diego Comic-Con that's going on right now, and I'm super excited. I haven't watched any of the leaks from Dragon's Rising Season 3 Part 2. I'm trying not to. I don't know. I want to watch it the way that it was intended. So I'm waiting for it to come out officially, but gosh, I'm very excited. One day I dropped the MTT from my height. Luckily, no pieces broke. Thank God, dude. That's like I said, we have two cats, and they recently just discovered that we have space on top of our bookshelves, which is where I store a bunch of Lego sets. And my fiance stores a bunch of her stuff as well, some of her like display like collectibles and such. And he knocked down a little sculpture that unfortunately broke some pieces off, which is a bummer. And I, like every time he jumps up on things, I'm so scared that he's gonna like break the Lego. The only saving grace is that it is Lego. And so it's like rebuildable. Anything is rebuildable. And I tell myself that, you know, I'm in my late 20s. I'm looking forward to having kids at some point soon in my life. And I just, oh my God, I got to keep telling myself it's Lego, it's rebuildable. I know when I have kids, they're going to want to play with stuff. They're going to break stuff. It's just Lego, it's rebuildable. But that's why like old sets like that wig me the frick out, because like, what if it breaks and then you have to replace pieces? On my 1999 Jedi Defense 1, the battle droids, the droidicas, all use the old Lego brown, and it's so brittle. I had to replace a bunch of the little droid arms. They use them for the legs, and I had to replace a bunch of them because the old, sorry, did I say brown? I meant gray. A bunch of them broke. Just straight up broke. The plastic snapped. So that sucked. Who could not like Samuel Jackson because it was Mace Windu and Nick Fury in Marvel? I agree, dude. I agree. What a guy. And I like that you don't do this for money but for fun. Exactly. I used to stream on Twitch for a while, way back in the dark ages for me. And I didn't do that for money, but I definitely did it for like, I don't know, I wanted to be a content creator or whatever. I don't know. Obviously I like talking, so I was like, yeah, what if I did this and could make money off of it? Never did. And so I kind of put that down for a while, but obviously I like talking and I can't shut up. And so I was, I'm getting married, and I was like, if I keep yapping about my Lego collection, I'm going to get a divorce real quick, after that. So I'm like, I can't keep subjecting my friends and family and my fiance to just me yammering on about Lego Star Wars. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it to the internet. I didn't clip this ball joint in. And I'm going to force people on the internet. Well, not force here. You are all here willingly. Whoever paid you. No, they didn't. But, yeah. I'm just here for fun, dude. I'm here to talk about Lego because I flippin' love it. I love the history of it. I love the craziness of it. Good stuff. What's the best Lego deal you've ever gotten? Lego deal I've ever gotten. Ooh. I don't know if it counts as a deal, but I had a friend recently bring me over a little bag full of old Ninjago minifigures, and one of them was the Final Battle Lloyd, which isn't like super valuable, but it's worth a decent something. And she gave it to me. Unfortunately, I already had one, so I just took him apart, and he lives in my minifigure bin. I have a little bin that has pieces for minifigure parts that when friends come over, and obviously I have this Lego collection, and everybody's like, "Whoa, it's so cool!" But I want people to be able to like build a little minifigure like they do at the Lego store. I think that's super cool. So I ended up using those pieces for that. Yeah, in terms of deal, I also like I said, I have the Lego Jedi Defense from '99. I got that for $30, which I live in the US, so I don't know how much you guys know about how Bricklink works. I assume some of you a lot and some of you none, so I'm going to over-explain it a little bit. But basically, you buy from sellers like you would kind of on eBay, but it's all regulated through Bricklink. And if you order from outside of the US, shipping prices are usually astronomical. If you order from within the US, it's usually, let's say, around $5. So if you go on Bricklink, you can find 99 Jedi Defense 1 for under $30. But if you go to the cheapest seller in the US, he was selling it, or they were selling it, I don't know. They were selling it for $27 or $8 at the time. Plus, I figured plus $5 shipping. I'm gonna get it for over $30. Even if it's like $31, I still got it for under what the cheapest US seller on Bricklink is selling it for. So I call that a deal. You may not. I know some hardcore people, and like you're getting some sweet sets for under MSRP. You might not, but that is probably one of the coolest deals that I've gotten. Well, actually, and also when I was a kid, we had a family friend who got rid of a bunch of Lego, and I was given them, or not given them, but my parents bought them. So I don't know how much it cost, but I got some really cool sets. I've got them right here. I got some really cool old M-Tron sets. So like, for those of you who don't know anything about M-Tron, because it's old, it's from 1991, I think. It's all magnets. This is a magnet. This is a magnet. That magnet's like this. This magnet's to this. So the idea is that like you drive this truck around, and then you can just like pick that up and go like that and just drive it away. It's got a super cool turning system. I want to do a long form video about this someday. Is that a deal? I don't know, but as far as I was concerned, I got them for not much money, and it came with a bunch of sets. Came with a bunch of Ninjago sets. I got the original Monastery Spinjitzu. I got I bought the Temple of Light, but I got some old Ninjago stuff, and I got some old space stuff, and I got some really cool stuff through that. That was probably the best deal. I got the 501st Battle Pack, 3 of them for $5. That's awesome. I only have 2 of the 501st Battle Pack, and I bought both of them for retail price when they first came out, because it was right during COVID, right when everybody was getting back into Lego who wasn't in Lego. And I was following a bunch of YouTubers who were all hyping it up. This is that FOMO thing that I was talking about, right? And I was like, oh my God, I have to have them. And so I bought 2 of them for retail price, and it is a good set. I totally acknowledge, but I was like hunting like Walmart to Target to Lego store. Like I was tracking restock dates for different stores and trying to get in there. Like that was a crazy time for Lego Star Wars. Elman, you got a channel that does Lego stop motion and action figures. I'm gonna have to go check that out, because that sounds awesome. You guys should all check out Element's YouTube channel for stop motion stuff. Do you do Lego stop motion? Yes, you just said that. Does Lego stop motion and action figures. Heck yeah, that's super cool, dude. I wish that I knew enough about stop motion to do it. I really wanted to do some stop motion in my last Plo Koon, my last long form YouTube video. I don't know anything about it, so I didn't. My best was either oh my God, you have a Cloud City Boba Fett? You're 14 and you've got a Cloud City Boba Fett? That's awesome. Dude, there are I don't have a Cloud City Boba Fett. There are straight up adult collectors who would give anything for one of those. I just saw one of those sell for $1,500. So that is awesome. Congratulations, my man. Star Wars fan, is it just me or I had the biggest crush on Padme? No, it is not just you. Dude, have you seen all the memes of like Padme in that like black dress that she has on in Attack of the Clones, and that's like she was planning on telling Anakin that she didn't have feelings for him, and she showed up in that dress. I mean, not that anyone could, like, obviously anyone could wear anything that they want to. I'm not putting that kind of thing out on the internet, or out of my vocal cords in general. But no, she was very pretty. Natalie Portman is very, very pretty, and they even did a really good job with her in Clone Wars too. Although she was way more motherly in Clone Wars. Oh, I bet that was intentional. I bet that was they were setting her up to be a mother in the Revenge of the Sith. Oh god, I butchered this sticker. You can tell once I've resorted to using my fingers that like I've not given up, but really. SDFCL. I do a Star Wars Clone Wars episode. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to check that out. God, I gotta do 2 of these. Excuse me. Very dignified. We're just gonna put these on beforehand. My rule is always, if I can line it up in 3 directions, so it is equidistant, and it is likely to be equidistant in the 4th one. That's a pretty clean sticker placement. Oh, hang on, let me get it to focus. Look at that. Nope, can't focus. Can't focus, won't focus. Yeah, that's clean. Love it. What Lego... the Daily Bugle is so brutal with stickers. Have you seen... Oh my god. No, I was talking about that Arkham set earlier. Have you seen the sticker sheet on it? They brag about it on the website, on the like about page for that set. It says 65 stickers, and that's like a selling point. Like, come on, dude. I get it, but for I get stickers, right? Like I get prints are expensive, but on a $300 set, like I said, I don't have a whole lot of, I don't have any UCS sets. I don't have a whole lot of expensive Lego sets. So I'm good with stickers. Like I'm dealing with stuff. This is for kids. I get that. If you're spending $300 on a Lego set, on a UCS set, whatever, I think it should not have stickers. Rex, what Lego set do you regret getting rid of the most? I don't think I've ever gotten rid of a Lego set. So I can't rightfully answer that. Have I ever gotten rid of a Lego set? No, okay, yeah, sorry, hang on. No, I've gotten rid of that. Okay. This is where I'm gonna feel stupid for a second. I was supposed to put this here, wasn't I? I'm just noticing that this is off center. I'm for sure supposed to have put this here. Okay, so when I was a kid, I have the 2008 ATTE, and that came with a bunch of really cool exclusive minifigures, some of which being Rada the Hutt, Ahsoka, the Clone Wars version, and the Phase 1 Captain Rex. And I traded away to one of my friends Ahsoka and Rada the Hutt for a duplicate minifigure, 2 Ninjago Samukai minifigures. Now, that Samukai figure is worth $50 nowadays. So, like, you know, I got a decent deal financially or whatever, but I don't have all the, like, looking back at it now, I don't have all the figures from the sets that I have. And that was so silly of me, because that Rada is super cute. That Clone Wars Ahsoka is like would be such a staple of the collection, you know? And it's just gone. And I haven't talked to that friend in 20 years. So, I guess it can't be 20 years. In 15 years. So, I'm obviously never getting those pieces back. But that's probably my biggest regret in terms of getting rid of a Lego set. Lego set I had to get rid of is the Death Star 2. Oh man, that's a brutal one. And then Rex, your biggest regret of getting rid of a Lego set is 2009 Home 1. Got it for $150 and returned it because it was missing 5 pieces. Oh man, it was missing pieces out of the box. Because like now I feel like it's pretty common knowledge that you can get those get them like from the customer service. That's a bummer that you got rid of that. G-Man, welcome back. How's it going? Element, you heading out? Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. They were the printed parts for a wing. Well, that is a bummer to be missing those pieces, no matter what way you spin it. But oh well. We live and we learn. And it's funny too, because of all now look, we have all the minifigures on this. I bet that's why they only put 4, so that you could do the so you could do the rest of them, or you could pair with the set and it would all work out. Ooh, I'm full of Kraken today. I don't know if that came through on stream. I kind of hope it did. The other bummer thing about that 2008 ATTE set that I have is, which I seem to be talking about a bunch lately, is that I have the Captain Rex from it, obviously, but when I moved out from my parents' house, or when I was a kid and I was living at my parents' house, I had all my coolest Lego sets in a bin, a little box that was all my coolest pieces. And in that box was Captain Rex's helmet and his shoulder pieces. And I have since gone back to my parents' house many times, and I cannot find that box. So literally all of my coolest pieces. So this includes Captain Rex's helmet, which, by the way, right now, if I try to buy it on Bricklink to replace it, $130 just for the printed helmet. Can't find it. It's gone. I mean, I'll find it someday, I hope, but for now, it's gone. Great. In there also an entire Kit Fisto 2005 with a rubberized head. Gone. I'll find it someday. The 2013 Ventress that came with the Sith Night Speeder. Gone. I'm sure I'll get it back someday. But, what a bummer. Do I collect anything other than Lego? I collect some Pokemon cards, but not many. I collect... Oh, no! Actually... this is gonna... You guys are gonna love this. I do have another collection that I frequently forget about, because I don't talk about it very often. I have a vintage Smurfs collection. That's right. I'm a cool guy like that. I have a bunch of vintage Smurfs. I didn't put that in the right spot at all. So, that is my silly truth. What is the most expensive Lego set you have? Oh, sorry, hang on. Star Wars fan, I had to give away the 501st Clone Wars Battle Pack. That sucks, dude. Why'd you have to give that away? Were you buying new sets, or... Because that is, that's an awesome set for sure. Yes, going back to Rex Bricks, what's the most expensive Lego set you have? Do you mean what's the most valuable now, or what's the most expensive that I've ever bought? Because those are slightly different answers. Are they? No, I bet they're not slightly different answers. I bet it's the same answer, and I bet I can pull it up over on my other monitor here. If I go to brick sets, I can show all of my sets. Yeah, here we go. Let me pull this up over in this corner. This is my brick set. If I go into view my sets, the most valuable now. Okay, so let's sort by value new first. Would be the King's Castle Siege, the fantasy King's Castle Siege, followed by, yep, here's the 2008 ATTE Walker, with the Captain Rex's helmet here and the Rada and these. So literally, these 3 things are the most valuable parts of this set, and I don't have any of them. No way that's real. The Aquaman, whatever. Viking, a couple Viking sets for sure. Ninjago City Gardens was going to be my answer. This is the most expensive set that I've ever bought, and valuable now, I believe it. The General Grievous set, Chase set. I'm actually missing... I'm missing the cape here, which is super, of course, expensive. But Epic Dragon Battle from Ninjago is apparently valuable now. Doctor Who, I believe. This one down here. Oh, here's the Celestial Forger. Hey, look at that. I mean, it's not new by any stretch of the imagination, but I have it right here. So that's cool to see. So now let's go into value used real quick, because that's probably more realistic. It's loading. Ninjago City Gardens. Yep, for sure. I believe that. Oh, I've got my Doctor Who set. It's actually in new condition. It's sealed in a thing. So that's super cool. The Uruk-hai Army, I believe that, because all the Lord of the Rings sets are super valuable. How are these CMF figures worth them? How much is it worth? New. Where does it say? 100 that can't be right. Well, I do. Hey folks, I have a $103 minifigure. I don't, but that's you know, it is what it is. Going back over to here. Sorry, going back to chats. Element, welcome back. Need to go soon. I'm sorry, I was talking through all of that. I didn't see your chat. If you're still here, welcome back. Good to have you back. Rex, thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. G-Man, are you missing any of the Ultrasonic Raiders? I am missing almost all of the Ultrasonic Raiders. In fact, I only have the original. I don't have the Ultra Stealth Raider, and I don't have the Legacy Ultrasonic Raider, and I don't have the new Ultrasonic Raider looking thing that came out with Dragon's Rising Season 2. Element, goodbye, good night. Thank you for coming in. You had to give away your 501st Battle Pack to your cousin because it was his birthday. Why'd you have to give it to him? You could just maybe buy him a new one, or I don't know. Everyone's situations is different. You have them all. The new thing ain't an Ultrasonic Raider. Amen, brother. That thing is ugly as sin, and I would argue that the Legacy Ultrasonic Raider is also ugly as sin. The Ultra Stealth Raider is awesome, though, and that was right in that time period. We were talking about it earlier. Lego Star Wars set, or Lego sets in general, that you regret not buying. That's one of them. That was right in that 2013 area where I thought I was too cool for Lego, and so I didn't buy any. Whoa, look at that spin. Whoa, can you hear that sound? Yeah, we're gonna get right up close to. We do some ASMR. Not actually. Can you hear that? That's crazy. My grandma's something, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I don't know your grandmother, but grandmothers are something. 2016 is the best. Yes, I agree. I agree. That Ultra Stealth Raider was awesome. It goes, if I'm right, 2013, then 2016, then 2022. Yes, I agree. I am such a big fan of the show that I always feel like... Oh, this is the backside? I love the ones that look like they do on the show. And I think 20... Oh, sorry, I can't count. I think the 2013 one was back in an era where they designed sets and then designed the show around them, as opposed to now where they design the show and then design sets around them, and so often the sets don't look quite like they do in the show, and that's a bummer. That's hard to see sometimes. So I think that those earlier sets just peak. The new show nowadays is better, but the sets back then... Did I miss two of these going here? I think I did. We're gonna make up for that right here, right now. Well, no. Did I say the show's better now, Ninjago? I don't think that that's true. I think that they are probably pretty even. But I think that it slumped in the middle there for a while. How many of these do I have to build? 2 that look exactly like this. So let's set these out in advance. Oh, cool to see these old trapdoor pieces get used. That's neat, because I feel like the nearly got discontinued. I don't know, maybe I just haven't seen them in a while. These were in, I have these in the Temple of Light, also from Ninjago. I talk about Ninjago a lot, don't I? Well, you know, I'm a Lego YouTube channel, so. Might get rid of those Raiders? Heck yeah. Put that money towards something else. If you're ever looking to get rid of that Ultra Stealth Raider for a reasonable price, let me know. It's so funny watching people, I follow a lot of Lego YouTubers. I was just watching Duck Bricks did a video where he was touring M&R Productions' studio. And I love watching him look at things and be like, that's cool, and then immediately be like, can I buy it off you? Can I have it? And that's just the way that, like, every time, like collectors talking to other collectors, it's always that, like, hey, that's super cool. I want it. How did I mess this up? Did I mess this up? No. Yep, I did. I did mess this up. How much you think I paid for it? Well, it's either going to be too much. The way that you're asking that, it's either going to be too much or too little. So I'm going to say, well, let me see. No, I won't look it up. I won't cheat. I'm going to say $100. Because I don't actually know how much it retailed for back in the day. But probably less than $100. And I bet it's gone up since then, unless you got like some sweet kind of deal. I'm going to say $100. At least this build is cool. Like these are solid construction. I just have to put stickers on it now. Specifically, I need sticker 1. I mean, I guess I can move them around. So that's fine. But I need sticker. Okay, wait. Sticker 1 goes on the bottom with the centerpiece facing the center. Obviously, he says. I will look it up in just a minute. Let me finish stickering these. So there's 1. Now 2 is here. You don't even remember. Then how am I supposed to guess how much you paid for it if you don't even know how much you paid for it? That's just silly. This one goes here. Oh my god, and these have to line up perfectly, don't they? Mother trucker, dude. That's not perfect, but from a distance, I think it's close enough. I think I'm happy enough with that. And then we'll just do a little shoop, and a little shoop, and a little whoop, yeah. Something I do love about the Ahsoka series and the Ahsoka Lego sets by extension. Obviously, I love Ninjago, so there's like some really cool Japanese inspiration there, and a lot of similar Japanese inspiration, obviously coming from Dave Filoni, goes into the Ahsoka stuff. I think that's really cool. All right, we're gonna look up the cost of the Ultra Stealth Raider. Ultra Stealth Raider 2016. Let's see. Worth new is about $400. Worth used is $160. Oh gosh. Okay. So I'm gonna raise my guess up to 120. I bet that's closer to reasonable. But you gotta play hot and cold with me, too. Paid right around 160. All right. So you actually paid a pretty good value for its worth there, which is awesome. Almost wish that they had done this as one big flat piece and one sticker going up it. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. That's not bad at all. We'll stick with that. Okay. 160, not bad. Oh, wait, I forgot to do the little shribbly bits on top. Shribbly. Now, how much is the Slave 1 worth? The 2002 one? Oh, God, I'm guessing $500-600. If you got it with minifigures, I'm gonna guess 1,000. No, it can't be that. The dropship with ATOT is too much. Is 1,000. So I don't know, 500 or 600. Let's say. Who do you think is wiser, Yoda or Obi-Wan? I mean, it's got to be Yoda, right? Dude's super freaking old. And everyone knows that age equals wisdom. Really, I only got to do one of these? Okay. But it's, no, it's gotta be Obi-Wan. Or Yoda, no question. Oh, I put the rails on these backwards, didn't I? I kind of think it looks better this way, but whatever. Did I? Yeah, for sure I did. Got it for 100 and 5 more Star Wars sets. Some old woman was selling them. So one of my favorite places I've ever gotten Lego was the place where I got the Jedi Defense 1. And it was at a flea market back where I used to live. And there was a woman who was just selling sets. She was selling the Phantom 2 without the Thrawn minifigure and without the Kanan minifigure, but it was the full build, and it had the Chopper minifigure from 2013 or 16, whenever that set came out. I actually think it was 2016. And she was selling it for $30, and I was like, oh, I mean, if it had the minifigures, I would have bought it right then and there, but I figured I could put my $30 towards the Jedi Defense, and so I did. But I love just like, yeah, I met some person and they were just selling them, which is awesome. Oh, gotcha. Oh my god, wait, you got the Slave 1 for $100? Dude. I'm very jealous. I remember you saying that that you lived in an area where Lego Star Wars wasn't huge. Like, Lego wasn't this huge thing that it is kind of in a lot of places. So I bet that there's a lot of folks who are just getting rid of their old collections or their kids' collections or something. Yeah, the Phantom. Yeah. That is for sure a blessing. I live in the New England area, and everyone here knows everything about their collections, which is agonizing, because you will never find, like Facebook Marketplace, you're never gonna find a used deal or whatever, 'cause everyone knows the value of things. I mean, as I guess you'd want them to. You don't want to scam people. But what if they willingly sold me their collection for way undervalued? 3 and 4, right? Yes, 4. A little pointy bit goes up to the top. These big stickers actually aren't that bad. I say making a mistake here, but this actually is not as bad as I feared. Yeah, that's not bad. I'll stand by that, I guess. Close enough. I mean, if you look at it from a distance, hang on, wait. Let me focus my camera here. If you look at it, no. Focus here. Stay focused there. If you look at it from a distance and it's like out of focus. Oh my gosh, look at that! Look at that! It's perfect. The set looks beautiful. The stickers are immaculate. It's all just one big print, guys. Even that round bit. Well, no, you can still see the round bit. You can still see it here is a little bit off. Oh well. It is what it is. It's a collection. It's a hobby. I'm getting fingerprints all over my everything. It's fine. Am I building 2 of this? Or just 1? Nope, still just 1. Oh wait, I only have 1 more of these. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I only have 2 more stickers. Thinking was never my strong suit, folks. And yet, here we are. We got Wookiee Attack and Wookiee Catamaran in 2003. Oh my god, dude. You have one crazy Lego Star Wars collection, dude. The A-Wing. Yeah, if you got that, like, the older UCS B-Wing for $100, along with some other stuff, that's crazy. I have the Droid Tri-Fighter of all of those. But you know, I bet you have a great time collecting though, and that's that's what it's about. Like, finding and collecting those older sets is a value you can't put a price tag on. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. Okay, so I do 5 on the bottom. Yeah, honestly, if I were... I don't do reviews at the moment. But if I were to review this set, I would say... not worth it. the stickers alone. Like I said, I'm not morally like a sticker hater. It's just right now. Killing me. This one, the little cross piece goes up the sky. No, I gotta redo this one. Oh, I hate peeling up the edges like that. I don't know if you saw, but it like started to peel wrong. Okay, one more time. All right, let's do this one more time. A good movie. Okay, there we go. We're calling that good. We're calling that. No, focus up here. Stay focused up here. No. Ah, whatever. It's good enough. I put it upside down. I also didn't put the piece on. You got the Rex's ATTE for 50? Dude, you gotta hook me up with your dealer, bro. Depends, I never thought I would say on the internet. I'm missing a piece. Or is it lurking somewhere else? I appear to be short one of those black pieces. Bear with me while I hunt under my desk. Drop anything? Oh, there it is. Oh, yep, I flung it across the room. And we got it. Gotta pop that little bad boy on there. Alrighty. EB is trying to figure that out. Heck yeah. Okay. Now we're just on to the last bit of this. This feels very Ninjago to me. That's what I was saying earlier about, like, you can kind of feel the like Japanese inspiration from this. It all has a very specific feel to it, which I don't know enough about architecture or anything to really comment on much, but I don't know. I feel like I can feel it. This feels like the closest we've ever gotten in Star Wars to an Ninjago set. I feel okay about that. It's a strange little design, but, you know, it is what it is. Hey Ninja, how's it going? We're building this set. We're building Ahsoka's Duel on Peridia. It came out a few years ago, and we're just catching, I guess last year. It wasn't a few years ago. It was just last year. And we're just catching up. So we're blazing through this. We built the little Night Trooper and Death Trooper battle pack here. And, so we're gonna fill it all out with minifigs, and it's gonna be awesome. How much longer will I be live? I don't know. It depends on how much longer this last little bit takes me, but probably not a huge amount longer. So if you guys are out there watching and have not subscribed, I suggest, if you like what I've been doing here, I suggest you give that a go so that you can see the next one. Yeah, because we're just about here at the end. We just got to play with some play features. Thank you, Ninja. I appreciate it. We're having a good time here. You're already subbed. Heck yeah. You'll be up till 1 a.m.? Alrighty. And what time zone are you in? What time is it there? That should be something that I ask more often. Is like, what time is it where you are right now? Because I was thinking tonight about like what time I was gonna go live, and I feel like I usually go live at like somewhere between 8 and 9 p.m. Over here on the East Coast, and I think I went live at 8:30 tonight for me, and I was like, oh man, you know what? I don't know if that's too late. I know there's some folks who live out over in time zones that is not conducive. So, yo, guess what? What's up, man? And is it chicken butt? There we go. There's that one. How does this one rotate? Just like this? Okay. So let's flesh this out. So these all tilt in. That's cool. So here's where we're at. You guys get to see it from the front because you've been looking at it at the top for too long. So this is what it looks like from the front, and it's super cool. What state are you in, if you don't mind me asking? I don't know if I should give that away on the internet, but I'm on the East Coast. I'll tell you that. Actually, I think I already talked about it before. I live in Massachusetts. Can't dox myself if I've already talked about it before. You collect Legos, knives, and coins. Those are all super cool collections, dude. You just got the 2100 Dark Falcon. Oh, dude, the Dark Falcon is on my list. It's on my list. I don't think it's too expensive necessarily, but it is very expensive. So I haven't gotten around to it yet. But that is for sure on my list. I want that Jedi Vader so bad. Like that's such a creative Lego set. I wish we had more like that, because like I said, I'm super into like other Lego themes. I'm super into Ninjago. I'm super into just some classic space and all that jazz. I love the creativity and I love colors. Lego Star Wars does not have colors. It's all gray and black, and I love gray. I'm here for it because I love Star Wars and I love the collection of it. But gosh, gray and black, I love colors. I guess the Dark Falcon is not the right one to talk about colors, but the Rebuild the Galaxy sets were just so fun and colorful. Lego Timmy, how's it going, dude? Welcome in. We're just kind of wrapping up this build here for the night, I think. It's gonna take 3 to 6 hours to make. Yeah, for sure. I think minimum. I remember when I was building Ninjago City Gardens over there. It's like a 5,000 piece set, and I remember getting it and looking. I was planning on building it with my fiance the night that we moved in together, and we were watching Ninjago at the time, and I was like, yeah, we'll build a Lego set together. And then I looked up, like, how long does it take to build this Lego set? The answer is 18 hours, and I bet it's the same for a bunch of UCS sets. I love Lego sets that take a long time to build. You have a coin that's worth $10,000? That's crazy, dude. That's awesome. I didn't know there were coins. I have Lego coins, but those are not worth much. All right, and there we are. Ahsoka's Duel on Peridia. You know what? I kind of feel like it's missing a couple characters. Let me run over to my collection and grab something. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna pop this. My headphones are on the table, which means I've stepped away, but I will be right back. I'm coming back. Putting down. I brought a couple things here. We'll just dive into this in a second. And I just think that this set really needed Sabine, so we're gonna toss her in here as well. They're all gonna be shooting at Morgan Elsbeth, who has it. Even Thrawn. He's just like back here, like, no, I'm not getting involved with that. There we go. The team. The show was not awesome, but just getting Rebels Season 5 and all of these characters was awesome. And it's cool to have them all in a set. It's cool to have the new Thrawn. Star Wars fan, have you ever played Star Wars The Complete Saga on Wii or console? Dude, I can do you one better. I have it right here. This is my instruction manual because I had Lego Star Wars The Video Game, the original one. Here's the full instruction manual. And one of the things that I love about this is the sets that it advertises on the back. It's the original ARC 170, the original Anakin's Starfighter, and the droid Tri-Fighter over there too. And I think that that's super cool. I think I have the disc for it in here somewhere. All on PC. I'm a PC guy. Or at least I was back in 2005. Now I'm partially PC, partially Switch, partially Xbox. I've got my Steam Deck, which is honestly where I play a bunch of my PC games now. I still have the complete Saga disc. Bear with me, folks. While I look. Alas, no, I don't. I bet I have it somewhere. But to answer your question, besides this, yes, I have played the complete Saga. I played it on, I think I played it on Steam, and it's now on mobile. Literally, like the original complete Saga is on iOS and Android. So go if you're looking for a little hit of nostalgia. You can go. You can literally play it on your phone now. That's where technology is these days. I'm glad I blew your mind. I just found this. I think it's so cool. And specifically, like, I love collecting instruction manuals as well, like the actual, like, full, like, instruction manual thing. I have a bunch from, like, the early 2000s and such, and I really love seeing all the advertisements and stuff in the back. Your power builds with every... Sorry. Your power builds with every brick. LegoStarWars.com/Star Wars. What's the fine print say? Oh, it doesn't matter. Legal stuff. Yeah, this is from 2005, I think. Not gonna lie, I played it on the PlayStation 2. Hey, nothing wrong with that. PlayStation 2 is rad. I wanted to get a PlayStation 5, but then they were out of stock, and then they haven't come out with any good PlayStation 5 games that didn't also come out on PC. So, I have not. I also brought this over. This is, like I said... Oh, I'm just gonna... hold it. Oh, you can see me. That's unfortunate. How can I angle this without... Hang on. We're gonna solve the problem here. By taking that off, and we're gonna take this front plate off as well. So we don't need it. I grabbed this, which is my little display case that has all my Imperials for that theoretical Fortress Inquisitorius build that I'm gonna do. So I've got the old Thrawn, I've got the old Tarkin, Yularen. This is Obi-Wan from Obi-Wan. This is a custom Cal Kestis that I eventually someday, I don't want that Imperial Star Destroyer just because I don't really feel like I need it. But I do want the Cal Kestis from it. This is the BD-1 from the BD-1. We've got our Grand Inquisitor's first brother, or Marok, from Ahsoka. Second sister. Fifth brother. Seventh sister from Jedi Fallen Order. Ninth sister from Jedi Fallen Order. 2 Purge Troopers from there. And then, what's her name? From Obi-Wan, I don't remember. It's like Nima or Tira or something. Whatever. A couple of pieces from the Hoth Battle Pack that came out. I have my Snowtrooper up there. I'm missing the other Snowtrooper. But then I've got the AT-ST driver back there and the Imperial Commander here. I've got some pilots here. Scout Trooper there. Protocol droid there, 2 Death Troopers here and here, Imperial astromech droid, obviously Vader's here, and then all my Stormtroopers back here, my Snowtrooper back here. This is just waiting to take some of these guys and put them in, which I think is going to be so funny because I've got all my regular Stormtroopers here, and then we're just going to have, like, zombie ones behind them. Before I also collect Pokemon. Heck yeah, dude. Pokemon is a popular collecting one, at least in this household. PlayStation 5 is just a PlayStation 4, but without a jet engine, if you know what I'm saying. I know exactly what you mean. Alright, let's place some minifigures in here. Let's pop these guys back here. I do spacing on 2s. So we'll go 1, 2... and put our third guy there. I wonder if I can fit these zombie Death Troopers. I'm gonna take this one's gun away. Put him there. I am gonna take this one's gun away. Oh no, wait, I can put them... there. Perfect. And now we have a new Thrawn as well. As much as I love this set, and I will have it on display for the Elsbeth and the Ahsoka and the Ezra and Sabine figures, I'm not gonna... Some of these are gonna go in here. I'm gonna take my old Thrawn, which I love. He's good. But I don't know. I think that there's so many interesting details that are different about the old and the new Throns. So this old Thrawn here has the incorrect like emblem here. The new Thrawn has the correct ranking badge, but the old Thrawn has two coder. Sorry, my microphone's over here. My old Thrawn has two coder cylinders here, and the new Thrawn only has one coder cylinder. And old Thrawn has blue hair, new Thrawn has black hair. I don't really necessarily care about that, but I do think that the new Thrawn character is probably better, the new Thrawn figure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my new Thrawn to this, and then oh god, I don't think you can see me. I'm gonna take my old Thrawn and I'm gonna put him in a display case somewhere because he's more valuable, and but he'll get better protection elsewhere. So there we have it. We have all of our new stormtroopers there, our two death troopers there and there, with the old death troopers here and here, and that's going to round out our Imperial display. So I can put these back together. I will read chats in just a second once I have this built, and you're going to get to see yourself in my setup, my janky but functional streaming setup up there. There we go. Oh, too many lights in here. Oh well. That is what it is with reflective things. So we'll put that off to the side. And here we have our... Get him out of here. This battle pack is garbage, and I'm going to disassemble it. So. It'll live there. That's a relic from a better time. These are going over here. Here's the set. I like the play features here. That's cool. G-Man, you've almost got a complete set of 151 in Celebrations. I'm jealous. Michaela has almost a full set of 151 as well. But neither of us have Celebrations, I don't think. You could. You can't see it. Excellent. I wish that this centerpiece rotated with a wheel. I think it's kind of strange that it doesn't anywhere under here. I can balance it up like this, which is hilarious. But like these both have these little spinny wheels on the side. I'll make him fight Sabine here. But this one in the center just doesn't. So I guess maybe I'm supposed to position her like this, and then they position that down, position her like this, and then they fight. Oh well, Ahsoka lost. Oh well. Maybe season 2 she'll win. So c'est la vie. But that's where we're at with this set. And I know over here it has a little... Let's see if I can get Ezra... Whoa! Oh right, because this is where Ezra and Sabine do their little force jump thing. So if I stand here, I take Sabine's gun away, and she does her little force push. And then, oh gosh, oh golly. Oh Nelly. Ezra's ready. You guys ready for this? I don't think you are. And then she gives him a force push. He goes, wee! Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me, really? Did I do that wrong? That's it? Guys, I'm hitting... Hang on, I'm going to flip this around. I'm hitting that with everything I got. Well, everything my one finger's got. Yeah, that's a little bit better, I guess. Not much, though. And he just goes straight up. What is that for a play feature? Come on, Lego. That's crazy. Well, you know what? Hang on. We'll round this out by these two doing a little dance. Alrighty, folks. I think that's going to be it for tonight. I hope you all had fun. Thank you to all of you who came out here for the first time. I know several folks who were here went to bed. It is late. I totally get that. We've been here for, what, about 2.5 hours? Yeah, something like that. and I appreciate everyone coming out and watching this and hanging out and spending some time with me. I think the next build depends. Is either going to be some of the new August 1st sets. I'm likely going to be getting the V19 Torrent and the Playscale Slate 1. So if I get those before, I try to stream every 2 weeks on a weekend when I can. So if I get those before my next stream, then it will be that. The other set that I have ready and waiting is the Lego Ninjago Fire Knight Mech, which I adore, but I know is not like, I don't think I've ever built a non-Star Wars set before on stream. But for reference, that set looks like this. For those of you who aren't Star Wars fans, it's a giant mech. There's better pictures. Can I go to Lego's website? Yes. Is a giant mech, and it's where's the good pictures of it? Really? There's none of it. It's if you look in this picture on the box art, it's supposed to stand on this stand, and stab down into this monster. And there's really no pictures of that. Videos? No, literally none. What about this? Oh gosh, mute that. This lifestyle video. I have this set boxed, ready to build at a moment's notice. I don't want to get copyright struck, so I won't. I'm just gonna skip ahead in this. But it's so cool. I love it. So maybe I'll build that. Maybe I'll build the August 1st sets. Depends on if I can get them. So look forward to that in 2 weeks' time. And until then, thank you all for coming out. G-Man, you're only missing 15 and 151. That's awesome. I remember you were talking about Pokemon at one point, and you kind of fell out of it. So if you're getting back into it, that is awesome. I mean, either way, pretty cool. I wish you all a tremendous rest of your evening. Sleep well. Have a good week. If you are subscribed and haven't seen it yet, go check out the poll that I put up about what my next long form video should be. If you aren't subscribed and you like what we did here, then I might suggest subscribing. I do long form videos, I do short form videos, and I live stream every 2 weeks. I've got a bunch of really cool backlog content that you can check out, and you can be subscribed for new stuff. I'm rambling a little bit because I still haven't figured out how to do outros here, so I'm going to call it there. Everyone, have a lovely rest of your evening. Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you all next time. Good night.